Good evening and welcome to Mobile Medical Response in the Great Lakes Bay Consortium for EMS Education, June 2020 of the graduation ceremony. My name is Stephanie Scheib and I will be your MC for tonight's celebration. We have been looking forward to this evening for some time now. We are very proud of our graduates, and that's a sentiment that I know is shared by each of you. Thank you for joining us via Facebook Live as we have had to make adjustments to our typical ceremony style amidst the pandemic situation. We will begin with a procession of our graduates. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Jason McDonald, Program Director for the Great Lakes Bay Consortium for EMS Education, and Mark Thompson, CEO of Mobile Medical Response.
Good evening. It is my honor to be the first to publicly congratulate all of you for completing your paramedic training program. I can recall the first day of class during orientation, I talked to you about several things. And we talked about the fact that it was going to be a challenge. Would you say that that was accurate? Absolutely. You and your families and your friends and your colleagues and your classmates have achieved something that many cannot. You successfully completed this program, and you're to be congratulated for that, and your families and your friends and the people who supported you along the way deserve congratulations as well. One of the things you've made today are people and friends that you'll have for a lifetime, people who've been through adversity together, often find that level of camaraderie and that level of teamwork often leads to friendships that will last a lifetime. And I told you at the beginning of your course that when I see people who I graduated my paramedic course with, we don't just shake hands, we typically hug. These are lifelong friends that you're going to have and colleagues that you'll know for the rest of your lives. Life is made up of milestones, and some milestones are very easy to achieve. Birthdays. If we manage to stay alive for another year, we achieve another birthday. Some milestones are very joyous, weddings, things of that nature. We have milestones in our lives that are sometimes a lot of work and can be challenges for us. This is a milestone that you've reached in your life. You're now a certified paramedic. You're able to go test at the National Registry level and start your career. Okay? Take a moment, relax and enjoy that, but then start looking to the next milestone in your life, whatever it may be. Professionally, if you decide to become a paramedic and have that be your career, start looking to the next milestone. Is it supervision? Is it critical care? Is it to simply be the best FTO that you possibly can be? Whatever it is, start aspiring to that and continue to improve as you move through your career. The work that lies ahead of you is precious to your communities. It's something that many people will tell you that they simply couldn't do. And you're moving into a role that is special in many ways. And you will all find very rewarding careers as you move ahead. So once again, congratulations on your hard work and your achievements, and good luck with your futures. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This has been a strange year, hasn't it? But congratulations. You've stuck with it, and you finally got to graduation day, and we're very happy for you. And I just wanted to maybe mention 3 points to you tonight, and just something you should maybe think about as you're celebrating this milestone in your careers, and hopefully for a very happy future. But there's 3 things I want to talk about in order to be successful. Number 1 is attitude, and your attitude means everything. So be happy, enjoy what you do, and if you do that, others are going to be glad to be around you. They're going to be happy. You know, we all have problems every day. You've probably had some rough days already here at MMR. And there's going to be rough days in the future, but you're just going to have to pick yourself up and think about the best and think about the contributions you're making to the community. And don't talk to others about your problems. We all have problems. You know that most people, 90% of the people out there don't really care about your problems. And then the other 10%, I'm glad you have them, because they got them too. So, don't talk about your problems, and think about your attitude. And if I could, I'd just like to read something that I actually have in my office, and it's something about attitude written by Charles Swindoll. And he says, "The longer I live, the more I realize the impact attitude has on life. Attitude to me is more important than facts, it's more important than the past, than education or money, than circumstances, failures, than what people think or say or do. It's more important than appearances, giftedness, skill. The remarkable thing is that we have a choice every day regarding our attitude. We'll embrace that for the day. We cannot change our past, we cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can do is play the one string that we have, and that is our attitude. Life is 10% what happens and 90% how we react to it. We are in charge of our attitude, so attitude is important, so keep that in mind. Second thing I want to mention is commit yourself to lifelong learning. You've accomplished something now. Now the next thing, pass the test. Get out there and study for it and pass the test. Keep learning and building your skills, as Jason said. Try to be the best you can be. People in EMS today must increase our presence at the healthcare table. We've got to be right there with the hospitals and other people that are providing healthcare. And in order to do that, we have to hold ourselves out as professionals. And that means building our skills constantly and not giving up. So a brighter future exists here at MMR. We're here to prepare to help you achieve your brighter future. So be the best paramedic you can be. And I pledge to you I'll be the best CEO you can be. Your managers will be the best managers they can be. Your educators are going to be the best educators they can be. And if we all do our best, no matter what our role is, we're going to be a very successful organization in the future. And that's part of the MMR's brighter future. And the last thing is to care about people. You got to be willing to help others. You just can't walk in the room, here I am, but you walk into the room and say, here I am, I'm here to help. What can I do to make your life better? What can I do to help you? Respect for individuals, that's one of our core values here at MMR, respecting individuals. And certainly our country can use a little respect for individuals today, no matter where you stand on events of today. And in order to do that and trust people and show them how you care with consistency of our actions, not one thing is going to accomplish that. It's over and over showing people you care, helping them succeed. We're here to help you succeed, and hopefully you'll help the paramedics behind you succeed. So congratulations on all of you. Wish you the best, and thanks to all your support that you've had from your family and friends over this time. So congratulations.
Thank you, Mark and Jason. I've had the pleasure of working along many other instructors to guide and mentor our graduates over the past 15 months. Each of us would like to take a few moments to say a few words to your graduates as they move into new roles as paramedics and leaders out in the field. Let's make sure you can hear it. Guys, be the best partner. Okay? Your learning will continue as you move forward into your new role. Think about the best qualities of the paramedic partners that you have had in the past and the ones that you want to work with now because of whatever reason. Okay? Always be your best self, and people will be drawn to you. It's not about being the most popular. It's about being kind, humble, and real. Remember where you started and how far you have come from the first day of EMT school. It's been a journey. Some days it feels like an eternity. Other days you're like, what just happened? This stuff felt like yesterday, right? Keep your momentum of eagerness and expand your knowledge as you grow. You will encounter patients and situations making you question yourself and your skills. Ed Helms stated, "Don't be afraid of fear because it sharpens you. It challenges you. It makes you stronger." And when you run away from fear, you also run away from the opportunity to be your best possible self.
Congratulations. A little bit of a rough road to get here, but you're headed out into a large ocean, right? Paramedics. And that large ocean that you're headed out into is gonna have some rough waters. You're gonna have rough days. But easy sailing doesn't make a good sailor. Being able to weather the storm and bring the boat back into the port, and that's what you've done. But you're gonna sail again very soon, and you're gonna learn, you are gonna hit some really rough waters, and I think those rough waters are what you're gonna persevere against and make you a really good paramedic. You're at the pinnacle of the EMS occupation. As a paramedic, you're gonna go out and provide unrivaled care to our communities. And that's really what it's all about. I've been proud to stand alongside of you guys as an educator and watch you grow. Many of you, you came into this program as EMTs. Some of you I met as EMT students coming into the EMT program. I'm proud of each and every one of you. Continue forward into this career and be the best that you can be.
So a few days ago, I ran into Adam in the parking lot, and I asked him how things were going, and he had mentioned to me the fact that it was quite unusual, the whole situation we had with the interns and the COVID and the way things had changed, and breaking our normal tradition of the internship. And he made a statement that he said, I'm not even really sure I'm ready. So I wanted to wait until the night to actually answer that for him. So Adam, I want to tell you something. You're not ready. You're not. But the statement that you gave me shows a lot of wisdom. And it shows wisdom in the fact that you understand the responsibilities that are expected in this job. And you have a healthy concern about where you need to go from here. So have heart, because you will be ready. And time will help you if you make the right decisions. I also want you to remember that you guys are about to embark right now into going in to take your National Registry of Emergency Medical Technicians exam. It's the gold standard. It's the entry level into EMS, into paramedicine. But I also want you to remember that that test actually measures you at minimum competency. It's a minimum competency exam. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I can tell you for a fact, if I'm going in to have, say, a brain tumor removed, there's probably a lot of options out there, and I probably would not want to stick with somebody who was, say, 15 years in a job but still was working at minimum competency. I would like to think that you guys are going to take that same step forward. It's totally up to you guys what you do from this point. Once you license, and I know you've heard it from all of us before, the fact that getting a license to be a paramedic is getting a license to learn how to be a paramedic. And it'll take a while. And so having an opportunity to grow and to truly develop your practice, which each one of you are about to embark on developing you as your practice. And you can, in fact, go from a point of minimum competency in a very short time, if you pay attention and continue to learn. That's been a common theme here, continue to learn. You go from the point of being minimally competent to actually mastery. And whether you know it or not, the community expects mastery. I'm not even sure that the community knows that they expect mastery. But when they call 911, because they have an emergency, they're not calling looking for someone who is coming out to be minimally competent. So it's totally up to you guys at this point where you go from here. But I'm going to ask you to engage and to help move this discipline, this profession forward. And don't hover around minimum competency. Move yourself forward, and in a very short time, I'll celebrate with you as you become a master in this. The industry deserves it, our patients deserve it. And congratulations, you guys. It's been such a pleasure working with you guys.
Because everybody steals my thunder. But I'm gonna go on a little bit of what Ken said and what Jason says. This is just the beginning, you guys. Don't stop here. You know, if you want to, I encourage you to stay in paramedicine. It's been a great career for me, but continue to learn. There's been a couple of days ago, I think it was on Monday, I was in the day room and I heard one of our past students explaining to another paramedic why something happened, and I'm like, yes, they got it. Because it's something that they would have learned over time, and by studying and figuring things out, they've got it. The other thing I want to talk to you guys a little bit about is take a breath. When it comes to this point in your program, we want you to take that test as soon as possible. Get your license, and then when you start working, remember to take a breath. When you're working, you're taking care of a patient, it's not about you, it's all about them, right? But when you're done with that patient, it becomes all about you, and take care of yourself. I might have been in your class talking about taking care of your tools, making sure your toolbox is in good shape, all your tools are clean and kept up. And that's you. Make sure your mental's, you're taking care of yourselves, you're doing things for yourselves, and don't get tied up in the job. This job is pretty easy to get mired down in, and that's the only thing you're going to do. Take time for yourself. And don't forget about us. We like to hear from you. If you guys want to come in, I know we're a sounding board. You want to come in and scream at us, we'll listen. And sometimes we'll try to give you advice, and other times we just listen. But that's we're there for you. We've all been through this. We've all been on the job long enough to where we understand the difficulties you may have. So feel free to come in and talk to us or call us, or make sure that you're talking to somebody if you don't be afraid to talk to people. So congratulations, you guys. It's been a long year, hasn't it? It's been a long 3 months. It's like, it was good to get back into the classroom. I like being home, but it's like there's stuff to be done and we need to get back here. So congratulations and enjoy yourselves and test. Take that test quickly.
Hi guys. How do you feel? You still breathing?
Yeah.
But this isn't going to be like some of the other times that I've talked to you guys. I've kind of had well, I might make you do that still. Anyway. I had a unique experience while you guys were on an internship and got to actually strap the boots back on and actually see a couple of you guys in action. And, it's funny when you've done something for as long as I did, and then stop doing it, and then try to reintroduce yourself back into it. And what I learned when I went out there is something that I've probably said to you guys more than once: we are still important. Every single one of you is an important part of not just healthcare, but just care in general, taking care of somebody else. And I saw that firsthand when I witnessed some of your guys' actions with patients and seeing that you actually had a tone of care. And that makes me very proud that I know that the things that we said in the classroom you will echo into the communities that we do serve. And so that's really what I want to really hammer home, guys, is even on the worst days, when all you think you do is just pick people up and take them someplace and drop them off, let me remind you something. You matter. You absolutely matter. So get that license, because I promise you, you will make a difference and you will matter even more when you have the tools that you need to take care of the community that we serve, not just the community. Because while you might not have your family members sitting around behind you in physical form, them watching through the camera right now, they're looking at you thinking, these people have been trained to save me. And you're heroes in their eyes. And they're right. Whether you like it or not, you guys are important. And remember, anytime that you guys need anything, we'll be there. And anytime they need anything, you'll be there. Thank you.
All right, guys, let's move on to the moment that you've been waiting for.
Cake?
Soon, Josh. As I call your name, please stand and come up and get your certificate and the small gift we have for you, okay? Andrew Anguiano.
Yeah.
Bradley Crafton. Summer Jacobs. Kelsey Lorenz. Brandon Nelson. Adam O'Farrell. Joshua Stainer.
Go slower than everybody else.
And Cole Whitehouse.
Bad dude.
Congratulations to all of you. And your last speaker for this evening is Steve Myers.
Being last is the hardest because I'm between you guys and Kate and stuff. But I'd like to actually kind of apologize because usually family's very important in this. And you guys don't have that opportunity to have family here. And a lot of you have a lot of support at home, I'm sure, from other folks and friends and whomever that usually are able to come and they can't or couldn't. So I'm sorry that you could participate in that side of it. My little tip nugget is be the role model. All of you have ridden with folks, interacted with nurses, and a lot of people in healthcare that probably impacted you in a positive way. And I want you to be that person because it won't be long. You're going to have paramedics riding with you, and EMTs riding with you, and the EMTs riding with you want to be where you are. You are on a pedestal from the get-go with these folks. So please. Be that one that 10 years later they go, you know what, you were really impactful on my career. And there's not a better moment to have it happen to. Lastly, I'd like to say to reflect on your calls. When I became a paramedic, I ran a lot of calls, and I could probably after about 5 years, I'm like, I think I got this. But it took a long time, and I always made it a point to reflect. Did I do everything I can do? And don't be afraid to take criticism, and don't be afraid to criticize yourself. It's okay to say, you know what, probably should have done it 12 weeks. Some strange, atypical presentation, that maybe you could have done it. So those types of things, always reflect on your calls. Okay, and lastly, be compassionate, and you all are. A hand on the shoulder or a soothing voice is sometimes the best medicine we can offer. And that's a lot of what we do. So, with that being said, congratulations. We have cake. And to everyone at home, thank you for joining. Sorry you couldn't be here. You guys want to turn around and wave to family that's probably zoomed in. And again, congratulations. Give yourself a round of applause.